On July 1st, 2023, a very sad news dropped down. Joe Linder, famous bodybuilder and fitness influencer, has expired because of aneurysm. When this news came in, I was just scrolling my Instagram and I was shocked because I followed Joe and I loved his content altogether. I loved his workouts. I also personally do some of his workouts which I followed on Instagram. When this news came out, I was obliged as a fitness professional, as a strength and conditioning coach, to make a video for spreading awareness regarding the abuse of performance enhancement drugs in the fitness industry. Now, I'm not saying that Joe abused it or didn't use it or whatever it is. That is his personal choice, and I'm not going to break down into aneurysm because I'm not a doctor. But I just want to spread awareness because this is not the first case which I'm seeing in the past couple of years that a person who is 30 years old or 40 years old has died, and especially they are bodybuilders. Now, most of these guys are dying with heart attacks or some other issues such as cancers or stuff like that. But why are they dying? Are they abusing performance enhancement substances or stuff like that? Or what's the other issue? Alright, we need to get into the depth of this and understand and spread awareness regarding performance enhancement drugs and why you shouldn't use them. What's up guys, welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics, and today we are going to talk about the very worst thing, performance enhancement drugs. When we talk about performance enhancement drugs, the first thing which comes to our mind is the anabolic hormone testosterone, and it's the way it is taken, which is called as steroids. Now, testosterone is a very good hormone for the human body. It is an anabolic hormone. That means it brings your body into an anabolic state from a catabolic state. That means it improves recovery, it improves force production, it improves your strength, power, it creates hypertrophy into your body, it helps in recovery of your muscles and much more. So it is a very good hormone. But if it is produced naturally into the body, if you take it excessively via injections or oral injection, then that becomes a very brutal aspect into your body. The reason is, now testosterone, when you take it excessively from the out sources, is going to cause lots of issues. Firstly, it is going to affect your lipid profiling because testosterone has got a close relationship with cholesterol. Now, if cholesterol is going to be excessive, that means your lipid profiling is going to get affected, and once your lipid profiling gets affected, that means you are going to be very close to heart disease if you continue taking testosterone as an anabolic steroid hormone from outside on consistent basis. Now, it is going to cause issues in the long run. Not only heart issues, but there are various other researches saying that abusing testosterone or abusing steroids is going to cause cancer as well. That's the level which you are going to suffer. Now, there are various benefits from outsourcing testosterone apart from your natural production. It increases your strength, it increases your power, it increases your speed and stuff like that. But do you think that these benefits are way more important than your overall health, overall life as well? Now, testosterone, excessive steroid consumption can cause death. Now, do you think that you are ready to battle death for some amount of force production or some amount of strength gains? Of course, the answer is going to be no. Then why do we do it? Why do people take excessive amount of testosterone and suffer from various heart issues, suffer from infertility? Now, that is another factor. It reduces your sperm count. Now, that is something which is critical for your future as well. Let's say you are taking testosterone on a consistent basis, and over a period of time you may lose your fertility as well. Now, that's going to hamper your future altogether. We have to be very careful when we are talking about the advantages and disadvantages of the anabolic steroid, because the advantages are going to stay there, but the disadvantages are always going to be way more than the advantages. So make sure that you are not abusing testosterone. That is the first message which I want to give from this video. Next up, I'm going to talk about two hormones which are again abused. One is the growth hormone and second is the insulin. Now, the second hormone, which would be surprising for you guys because it is normally used for diabetes curation, but this hormone is also abused. First, talk about growth hormone. Now, growth hormone is something which leads to growth in the human body, may it be skeletal growth, may it be muscular growth, or whatever it is. So normally how we are growing is because of the growth hormone. But people abuse this growth hormone, and then it can lead to a situation which is called as acromegaly, which is a disease which leads to organ enlargement, bone enlargement, arthritis and stuff like that, which is uncontrollable. Your organs may get enlarged in an uncontrollable way. Your height, your bone size may get enlarged in an uncontrollable way, and that is called as acromegaly. So why do you want to abuse growth hormone when it is already produced in the body and it is sufficient enough to result in growth? What if you are outsourcing the human growth hormone and you have got organ enlargement? That is going to hamper your entire fitness career. So why do you want to abuse it? Why do you want to take it? Secondly, let's talk about the insulin. Insulin is a hormone which is secreted by the pancreas when the blood glucose levels rise, so that the glucose, excessive sugar or the glucose in the blood can be deposited into the muscle. So this is the role of the insulin. But insulin is also taken as an outsourced hormone by bodybuilders, especially because they want that excessive glucose into their muscle. Now insulin has got and rumored ability to potentiate the growth hormone as well as IGF factor 1, which is insulin like growth factors 1, which is an important growth hormone. But it is just rumored, because if it can potentiate HGH, which is human growth hormone, and IGF, then growth is going to happen in the human body, and hence bodybuilders take insulin as an outsourcing hormone in order to potentiate that HGH and IGF factor 1. But is insulin risk-free? Can insulin lead to death? The answer is yes. Can insulin lead to heart issues? The answer is of course yes. And it can also lead to type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes even though you are not having it. Now that is the severity of abusing insulin. It can lead to death, because death is the end game altogether. So if you want to choose between the hormonal abuse and your training patterns and your fitness and your life, I would always say screw the hormones. Lastly, I'm going to talk about an increasing topic nowadays, which is TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Now, why do you want to replace your testosterone? What's the need? It is a good hormone which is produced in the body with the help of your testes. If you are already outsourcing it with the help of anabolic steroid abuse, and still you want to do TRT, that means you are a fool. You're going to screw up your body. You're going to screw up your future altogether. The moment you stop taking TRT, your body is going to break down, and once it starts breaking down, it's going to be very severe. It can break down not only your muscles, and that is just fitness aspect, but it can break down your overall health. Do you want that overall health to get breakdown? Do you want to ruin your future, or do you want to have a stable future? Alright, so I've covered what I wanted to speak about openly regarding hormones and their abuse and steroids and stuff like that. So I've spoken about it, but now I want to speak about the solution. If you want a fit body, if you want to live healthy, if you want to become athletic, screw all this shit. Just focus on your training, focus on your recovery, focus on your sleep, focus on various other recovery patterns such as massage, ice bath, and care therapy and stuff like that. Focus on becoming stronger, naturally stronger. Focus on your nutrition, have proper nutrition, eat a proper amount of protein, eat proper amount of fats, carbs and stuff like that. However, if you want to speed up the process, you can opt always for supplementation. Now, supplementation is safe. Taking protein from the counter is not going to kill you. Taking creatine is not going to kill you. So you can speed up the process with various other aspects such as supplementation. Take some creatine, have proper nutrition guidelines set from a nutritionist or your strength and conditioning coach for your creatine intake, your protein powder intake, your beta-alanine, your multivitamins and stuff like that. Do this rather than taking PES. Now, PES is going to screw your life in the long run, but supplementation is going to support your training. Now, training is always a shock to the body. It is going to break down your body, but your nutrition, your recovery, your supplementation are the major factors which are going to make you strong, which are going to make you athletic, which are going to make your muscles grow. Now, if your goal is to build your muscles, if your goal is to look strong, healthy, then you don't need PES, you don't need anabolic steroids, or you don't need injection of insulin or HGH or whatever the hell it is. You just need good training, good nutrition and good sleep. If you fix these 3 parameters, you are through. You are very fit and you are going to have a healthy life all along. You're not going to suffer from any heart diseases. I promise you that. If you train well, if you recover well, and if your nutrition is at optimum level, you're not going to suffer from cancers, heart disease and stuff like that. They are going to go in vain. Alright, but if you opt for PES, you are definitely going to suffer from various diseases which you never know, which you never know whether there is cure for there or not. So screw those PES and focus on your training, have good nutrition, and most importantly, recover well. Now this has been a very emotional video for me to make, but it was an imperative video for me to spread awareness regarding performance enhancement substances, hormonal abuse and stuff like that, and what are the other options which you can do in order to have a healthy life and a fit body. So I've given my opinions on all of the options which are there. So there are only 3 options which I told you: training, nutrition, good nutrition and recovery. These are the 3 options which you should opt for. When I talk about nutrition, you can always opt for supplementation because that is going to support your training and recovery, but never opt for PES. So if you have loved this video, make sure to like, the share, the subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon so that you never miss a video whenever I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you've got any doubts or any comments regarding this video, make sure to drop that in the comment section. Or if you have got any other video suggestions which you want me to cover in the future, you can drop them in the comment section as well. Alright guys, see you in the next one.